Good morning. Uh, my course is Web Technologies and the topic is HTML basic syntax and standard HTML document structure. So at the end of this session, you will be able to know what is HTML and basic HTML tags and creating a sample HTML document and what are the features and applications of HTML. So now, first of all, what is HTML? HTML full form is Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages and web applications. HTML describes the structure of the web page. HTML consists of a series of elements or tags. HTML elements tells the browser how to display the content. HTML elements label pieces of content such as this is a heading, this is a paragraph, this is a link, and etc. So initially, HTML was created by Tim Berners-Lee in the late 1991, but HTML 2.0 was the first standard HTML specification which was published in 1995. HTML 4.01 was the major version of HTML and it was published in late 1999. Though HTML 4.01 version is widely used, but currently we are having HTML5 version, which is an extension of HTML 4.01, and this version was published in 2012. HTML is a universal language to design static web pages. It is a machine independent and all internet browsers accept the HTML code. Now, we will see some of the basic HTML tags. So these are some of the basic HTML tags. So the three columns I'm writing here: start HTML tag, ending HTML tag, and the description of each and every tag. The first tag is HTML tag. So must be denoted in angular brackets. The starting tag like this, and the ending tag will be denoted with /HTML. And the description of the HTML is, these are the tags you put at the beginning and ending of the HTML file. So in the HTML file, you have to beginning with HTML and ending with /HTML. So next tag is head tag. The head tag must be denoted in angular brackets and the head tag must be closed with the /head tag. And the description of the head tag is, this includes information including title, meta tags, content type, links to external pages like CSS and JavaScript. So in this head tag, we can include title tag, we can include meta tags, and we can include content type, and we can include links to the external pages like CSS. CSS means cascading style sheets, and JavaScript. So all this code must be embedded within the head tag. Similarly, the next tag is title tag. Denoted starting tag title tag and ending with this the title tag with /title. And the description of the title tag is, this is the text that goes in the title bar or the browser window. So whatever the content you are writing between the title tag, that must be displayed on the browser window as a title. Next, the next tag is body tag, beginning with angular brackets and ending with the /body. So this contains the contents of the document. So whatever the content you are writing within the body, that will be displayed in the web browser. And the next tag is paragraph tag. So the paragraph tag must be denoted with P and ending with the /P. So the description of the paragraph tag is, this tag allows you to create paragraphs. Next tag is H1 tag. So H1 tag must be denoted in angular brackets H1, and the ending tag of the H1 tag is /H1. And this is the largest heading we can use in the HTML. Some more tags available in the HTML And next one. So how to create a sample document using all these tags? Now I'm explaining with an example. So here the first tag I'm using here is less than exclamatory mark document type HTML. And next one, every HTML begin with HTML tag. And next one is the heading tag. In the heading tag, I'm using here title. So that is the title is page title. And I'm closing the title tag with slash title. And I'm using the head tag here, closing head tag with slash head. And next I'm using the tag body tag. So in the body tag, I'm using some tags. Whatever the tags, this I'm using in the body section. This will be displayed in the web browser. And in this body tag, I'm using two tags here, H1 tag and paragraph tag. In the H1 tag, I'm writing here my first heading. So this content will be displayed larger if you after executing the program. So and the H1 tag I'm ending with slash H1, and the paragraph tag must be related with P, and the content here is paragraph is my first paragraph. This is the content, and I'm ending the paragraph tag with the less than symbol slash P. So this is the ending of the paragraph tag, and afterwards you have to close the body tag slash body, and afterwards finally you have to enter the HTML also slash HTML. And this program you have to type on the notepad, and afterwards go to the file and click on the save as button, and we can save on the desktop or D drive or E drive or anywhere, and with the extension .html or HTML. So after saving the program in the desktop, then go to the web browsers. So there are so many types of web browsers are there. So first of all, browser is nothing but a software to execute the HTML programs. So open the web browsers like Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome or Opera or any other web browser, and type the address in the address bar, and there we can enter, there we can execute the HTML code. So there we can see the output of this program. So now I'm explaining the example here. The first statement in this one is less than symbol exclamatory mark document type HTML. Declaration defines that this document is an HTML5 document. The first line itself I'm using some comment like this, document type HTML. So that means it is an HTML5 document. Next one, in the next line I'm using HTML element. It is a root element of the HTML page. So next tag I'm using here is head element. Contains the meta information about the HTML page. Next, I'm using the next tag is title tag. Title element specifies a title for the HTML page, which is shown in the browser's title bar or in the pages tab. And the next tag I'm using here is body element. The body element defines the document body and is a container for all the visible contents such as headings, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks, tables, lists, etc. And the next tag I'm using here is H1 tag. H1 tag element defines a larger heading. So actually in the HTML, we are having H1 to H6 tags are there. Now I'm only mentioning here H1 tag. So H1 means whatever the content that will be displayed in larger heading. So next tag is paragraph tag. The paragraph tag will be written in angular brackets P, and element defines a paragraph. So whatever the content between the paragraph tag, that will be displayed as a paragraph. So next, browser, web browser. So what is web browser? Web browser is a software for accessing the World Wide Web. When a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web browser retrieves the necessary content from a web server and then displays the page on the user's device. The purpose of the web browsers like Chrome, Edge, Firefox, and Safari is to read HTML documents and display them correctly. So in the previous example, I saved the program with .html or HTML, then open the web browser. There you can type the address in the address bar. For example here, file://c:/ users my user desktop index.html. For example, on my system, in the desktop system, I'm saving the file with index.html. So now go to the web browser and type the address there and you click on the OK button. There we can see the output, my first heading. So this is the heading tag, H1 tag output. And next line is my first paragraph. So this is the output of the paragraph tag. So this is the way of execution, the HTML code. So first of all, you have to type the program on the notepad and go to the file menu and click on the save as button. And there we can give the file name with .html or HTML. Then go to the web browser and type your address on the address bar and you click on the OK button. There we can see the output like this. And next topic is features of HTML. So what are the features of HTML? HTML is very easy and simple language. It can be easily understood and modified. HTML is very easy to make an effective presentation with HTML because it has a lot of formatting tags. Next, HTML is a markup language, so it provides a flexible way to design web pages along with the text. HTML facilitates programmers to add a link on the web pages by HTML anchor tag, so it enhances the interest of browsing of the user. Next advantage is HTML is a platform independent because it can be displayed on any platform like Windows, Linux, and Macintosh, etc. So that means every HTML code can be executed on any operating system like Windows operating system, Linux operating system, or Macintosh operating system. Okay, the next advantage of the HTML is HTML facilitates the programmer to add graphics. We can also add videos and they can also provide sounds to the web pages, which makes it more attractive and interactive. So this is another advantage of the HTML. And next advantage is HTML is a case insensitive language, which means we can use tags either in lowercase or uppercase. That means in the notepad, we can type the tags in either lowercase or uppercase. So both are equal. Note, it is recommended to write all the tags in lowercase for consistency, readability, and etc. Next, applications of HTML. So HTML is one of the most widely used language over the web. The first application is web pages development. HTML is used to create pages which are rendered over the web. Almost every page of the web is having HTML tags in it to render its details in browser. Next application is internet navigation. HTML provides tags which are used to navigate from one page to another and is heavily used in internet navigation. The next application in the HTML is responsive UI, user interface. HTML pages nowadays works well on all platforms like mobiles, tabs, desktops, or laptops, owing to responsive design strategy. And next application of the HTML is offline support. HTML pages, once loaded, can be made available offline on the machine without any need of internet. Next application of the HTML is game development. HTML5 has a native support for rich experience and is now useful in gaming development arena as well. So these are the applications of the HTML. And what are the advantages of the HTML? Creating website. So this is the first advantage of the HTML. You can create a website or customize an existing web template if you know the HTML well. The second advantage of the HTML is becoming a web designer. If you want to start a career as a professional web designer, HTML and CSS designing is a must skill. And the third advantage of the HTML is understanding the web. If you want to optimize your website to boost its speed and performance, it is good to know HTML to yield best results. And the next advantage of the HTML is learn other languages. Once you understand the basic of HTML, then other related technologies like JavaScript, PHP, or Angular are become easier to understand. These are the advantages of HTML. And these are the glossary topics. HTML means it is a hypertext markup language, and web browser means it is a software for accessing the World Wide Web. And platform independent. So platform independent means it can be displayed on any platform like Windows, Linux, and Macintosh operating systems. And a case insensitive language. So which means we can use tags either in lowercase or uppercase. And the next topic is basic text markup language. And these are the sample questions in this particular topic. The first question is, list any 4 tags in HTML. Second question is, write the HTML page structure. The third question will be like this, list any 4 features and applications of HTML. So these 3 questions will become under short answer questions. And one long answer question from this topic, give a detailed note on standard HTML document structure. Thank you. So this is the end of this topic.